The David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad has been something that's been circulating the rumor mill for a really long time now, and we technically have a direct confirmation from David Ayer saying that it is going to happen. I guess to explain the context here, there was this account here that was saying, look at this image, that a new image of Jared Leto's Joker was posted, and then this guy was saying, actually, it was posted in 2016. And then David Ayer had this to say in response. What's your advice on how to navigate this situation with grace? There's a genuine curiosity and interest from a lot of people, and I'm aware of there is another group of people that have fun mocking the film. Your comment is a perfect example of how many are magnetically drawn okay, this guy cannot type. Are magnetically drawn discussion to the 2016 film in a negative way. Okay, to defend the Nerd Rage podcast, he's not even necessarily like, I mean, he is calling David out, but it's because this account, One Take News, posted misinformation. He said that a new look at David Ayer's Joker in Suicide Squad, and that's from David Ayer's Twitter account. And then this guy is in good faith taking it that the One Take News is accurately reporting that it was a new image. So it's a bit of a weird, stupid situation. But anyways, I don't think the Nerd Raid podcast did anything too bad here. Have you ever had, but continuing with David Ayer saying, have you ever had an experience in life that didn't until the way you wanted? That I assume he means that didn't come out the way you wanted, that dragged you, that made you rethink everything. I have. I made the 2016 Suicide Squad movie. All I know is my unseen film plays much better than the studio release. The interest in my cut being shown seems real and organic, and Gunn told me it would have its time to be shared. He absolutely deserves to launch his DC universe without more drama about old projects. In a way, I am chained to this thing. I'm riding a tiger here and navigating this situation the best I can. Life is a very strange journey. Welcome to my TED Talk. I mean, he says it right there, unambiguously. He is saying that James Gunn told him that his cut of the movie is going to be released. I mean, that's pretty wild, you know. We saw the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League be released, basically because the old regime of Warner Brothers thought that they just wanted content for HBO Max, so they were like, you know what, Zack Snyder, we'll fund your movie, your unfinished movie, we'll fund it so that you can finish it, because, you know, there was always the debate of, does the Snyder cut exist? It did not exist before, right? Like, was there a cut of the Snyder cut out there? Sure, but it was unfinished. They actually had to spend like $70 million to finish it. The interesting thing is that I don't believe that's the case for the Ayer cut. As far as we know, the Ayer cut is actually completed. The reason why they changed it was because Batman v Superman was divisive, so the geniuses at Warner Brothers were like, it's not that it's a bad movie, people just don't like dark and gritty things. So they decided to hire a trailer company to recut the Suicide Squad movie, and then we got the monstrosity that we got in theaters. All they have to do is release it. They could just put it out on Max, and they would have a new product that would garner a decent amount of interest without spending literally any money. So there really isn't much reason not to release it. And I mean, listen, I want to see it. You know, like, I have no real stake in the whole like Snyderverse thing. I have nothing against Zack Snyder or his movies. I also have no real interest in seeing them continue because I didn't particularly love Batman v Superman. I thought the Snyder cut of Justice League was good, but I wasn't like, we need to see the continuation of this universe. Like, that was just never me. And to be frank, I think James Gunn's movies are better than Zack Snyder's movies, so I'm more interested in his vision personally, but that's just me. Anyways, at the end of the day, I want to see an artist's creative vision come to fruition. David Ayer was done dirty on the Suicide Squad. If it really is the case that his cut of the movie was like 10 times better than what we saw in theaters, if anything, just to maybe give him some street cred back, I'm down to see it. When will we see it? I don't think it's going to be for at least a couple more years. And when he's talking about Gunn, he says he absolutely deserves to launch his DC universe without more drama about old projects. And then if we go to another tweet of his, so he retweeted this tweet here that says hashtag release the Ayer cut, and it shows that David Ayer liked a tweet that says there's a whole string of news articles dropping saying that James Gunn is planning to release the Ayer cut before the start of the DCU. Any truth here, James? But then David Ayer responds and says, silly rumor, not true. But if we go back to this tweet, he says that Gunn told him that it would have its time to be shared. So, taking these two tweets together, it seems like what he's saying is that, oh, no, we are going to see it. It's just going to be until after the DCU starts. So, that kind of seems, that's my detective mission vision here that I've deduced it. Call me Sherlock Holmes. You know what I mean? So yeah, me personally, I feel like you release it before. Like, when we're already in this weird, wacky period where you have the old DCEU stuff getting farted out, and then Blue Beetle, is he a part of the DC universe? Who even knows? Like, I feel like you put it out before Superman Legacy so that right when Superman Legacy starts, like, yes, are you going to have your people that are insisting that they want the Snyderverse back? Yes, those people are always going to exist. But I do think that you will have at least done a decent amount of job to get some goodwill back from them by dropping the Ayer cut. I do think that there are some things about the Ayer cut that I'm like dubious about, like this idea that no, Jared Leto's performance was actually amazing. It was the studio cut just made it bad. It's like, no, I don't know that I buy that. I don't think that there probably exists a cut of this movie where Jared Leto is good as the Joker. At the end of the day, it was David Ayer's decision to tattoo damaged on his forehead. That was David Ayer. I mean, so I don't know. Do I buy that it's better? Yes, but I don't necessarily. I don't know that I believe that it's going to be this insane transformative experience that's so much better that. See, guys, the Snyder cut needs to be restored because of how good this movie is. I don't think that's going to happen. But either way, let me know what you think. Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Do you hate Jared Leto like a lot of people do? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you hate me. You can say that as well. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.